again, everybody. Sebastian Keynes here with another Watch Our Runs video. Here we are in the Forerunner account, and we have been playing around with the new boss in the Immortal Codex, which is the Furious Torrent here, which is essentially Pelagius. We're fighting Pelagius. If you look at my catalog of videos, there was one that I released giving a quick preview of what the boss would do, and now we have a better understanding of exactly what is going on, especially when it comes to these tridents and these outside units that are protecting the tridents. That is essentially what is happening. So now that we have a little bit more of the boss guide and how the platforms are playing out, so you see here we have three platforms on each side of him, and I have the three platforms here on the bottom. So I was working with different strategies to try to figure out where the best placement would be for some of my heroes that I have in this account, and I actually streamed some of it. So if you want to go take a peek at the extended version, you can go and look at that as I was testing things out. But here we're just going to give you a basic rundown of how you can look at setting things up and exactly what it is that you're looking for on your marksman. So you'll have the boss. You will have to do damage to him. You can do damage to him when you're ulti, when you're doing your basics, and at the same time with the tridents. So as soon as you eliminate the tridents, Mary, who's here at the side, is not being pictured here, but on the right hand side of this platform here, she's there, and she'll knock over the trident, and then it'll launch over to the boss, and you get more damage out of him. Out of all of this, yes, you're going to get a lot of these minions that are coming out of the sides, and they all have some magic resistance in it, and over time it actually builds up, so you do less damage if you do bring magic heroes into the battle. But so mages are not going to be the ones to bring in here. It's essentially what's going to happen. There are two that you're gonna keep an eye on. That's the Violet Octopoid. You want to kill this. If it comes out, you want to try to time your ultimate, so hopefully it's available so you can bring him down, because if you do, you get rage recovery, and that is going to be integral to try to bring the tridents down. And the Verdant Octopoid, you also want to get this guy off, because if you kill him, you get some of the health back, especially if you're not able to bring down some of the tridents. So keep an eye on those two and try to get all this down. The other ones are just there to be pests, essentially, and they're going to try to make sure that you don't get the tridents at all during the battle. Let me kind of give you a preview here. We'll do a separate video on which heroes you really want to try to bring in if you have them. Otherwise, I can just show you from what I have in my account and what I kind of settled on. So yes, I tried out different ones so far, and especially what you see here with me having in the Forerunner account. These are the heroes that I have tried out, and there are some that I leveled to 60 just to try out this content. So don't for some of these, don't do it. I'm just doing this for fun and for science and to try to test these things out. Bruno, I was really hoping to get something out of him. If you are very early on, I would say maybe, but even with this range, and I was really hoping that with this range, because he does have a range boost, I mean, that's what he brings in. He doesn't have the multipliers, and mine is not fully skilled, but even if he was, I don't think that he would be doing as great as a job at bringing down all those waves that are coming to the side that we need him to get to. And then get the tridents. So he is going to be automatically out, even with his long range. So if you're watching this video, yeah, don't. Brunner, you might have thought because of his long range, don't use him. Actually, you can actually get better damage from Esme if you do have her, because she does the AOE damage as well, and she actually performed a little bit better than Brunner did. So from all the other ones, so Theowen there, he's just to really crowd control. If this is your last resort, yes, you can use him. At least you can slow the waves down a little bit. You can get the tridents from the middle, and then you know, and then team him up with somebody that can really do some damage. But But here is the crew so far that I have been able to do the most damage with, or have been able to attain the better score. So I'm going to do this manually. It's just going to be a little bit long, so I do apologize for that. But I just wanted to get a feel for it and what you are actually going to be looking for. So like I said, I already tried this multiple times. You can go look at that VOD if you want. So what I've actually been learning is that some of the best damage dealers that I have are going to be the ones that I'm going to put here in my middle platform. So I'm going to use Kai, and I'm going to use Maul, and then I'm going to boost with Dolores here. So she's going to be my booster to do as much damage as he can. Now here on this side, I'm going to put Pelagius in, so he can start doing some damage. Now, Pelagius does do magic damage, but he's actually performing very well in this content. I crossed him out because of that. I wouldn't, especially if you have invested skills on him and you have him, and if you even have him awakened, use him. Yes, the magic resistance over time will build, but he can actually keep up. So he is doing very, very good. Lunaria, I'm really only bringing here because of her lore bonus, and you're going to see a lot of compositions that are using Aracha just for that reason. And Cratch. So unfortunately for me, Cratch doesn't have the range to reach the tridents, and that's the unfortunate part for him. But he actually does well in managing the early waves here, and he's one of the few heroes that can do AoE damage in my account, so I have to use him for that. So there is Lunaria. At least Lunaria can bring down the tridents, but like I said, later on she is going to struggle. So that is where I'm hoping the Mole can pick up the slack. So I'm just going to let this run here, and I'm just going to be looking at doing some damage alongside bringing the side units down. We do want to get him into the boss stage as soon as possible. I'm waiting for the tridents to come out because those are the ones that do the most damage. So there they are. So let me just try to get rid of them now, and hopefully, so you see how Mary here from the side tips him over. They launch over to Pelagius. Now he's at the boss stage, and now we're good. So everything is going to be coming from the sides. The tridents are going to be coming down. As you see now, the tridents are down. So here, the middle platforms, hopefully their job is to bring them down. Lunaria is going to try to bring down the right-hand side before all of these come out. Pelagius is going to do a good job on handling early on. The magic resistance does build up a little bit later, but if you build him very well, he can actually outperform other heroes that you might have in your account. Okay, so now I'm just going to pay attention to the ultimates, make sure that we have things ready for when we're ready. So here, at this stage here, is where you got to keep an eye on things and make sure those tridents are down, right? The more tridents that are up and the more that he's able to consume, the more damage you're going to get, okay? And if it has 10, if he actually captures 10, you're wiped out. The run is done. So here is the green little fellow, the green. So you saw that we killed him, we got here. And now here is the purple one. So before, okay, so he killed him. So pay attention to that, because if I would have activated the ultimates, then killing the purple one, oh, it's still there right there. Okay, so now we get rage boost. Even though the ultimates, so you see Kai is almost ready, Maul is almost ready. So try to time that as well. Okay, so Cratch is trying to hold up the right-hand side as much as he can right now. So again, I'm trying to set my ultimates for the tridents. Okay, so here we go. And now the tridents should show up. We're gonna send this one, we're gonna send that one. See, let me hope for the vortex to show up. Okay, Kai, here we go, baby. All right, so we got most of them down. There's one little pesky one here in the back that we're gonna have to deal with. Hopefully Pelagius can get to it. So you see the waves, it's just continuous now. And we're gonna have to get rid of these guys if we want to survive, essentially what it is. So the next set of tridents are going to be well protected. So then it's a race against time. Okay, so then he got one. We did get some damage. I'm gonna see if I can kill that green octopus. Okay, let's release. Come on, kill the green one. Okay, so and then there's the purple one right here. Hopefully we can get some rage out of it. I think that's gonna be a lot of the RNG that comes from this and trying to do the most damage as possible is trying to eliminate this purple guy here. Come on. Get that purple away. Okay, so I need to get those tridents down. Okay, we get some rage. Okay, there we go. And he's gonna get 3. Okay, so not too much damage, but he still did some. All right, so Cratch was not able to get this one. Let's see if we can get Maul's back. Let's release Maul. So Lunaria was having an easier time with the tridents early on, but now she's struggling, okay? Because the magic resistance is going up, so she's not going to be doing well. So this side here, I pretty much have lost because of it. So if I had a better marksman to bring in here, I would. So this run here, I think, is pretty much going to end because we're not able to bring the tridents down. So right now, I'm just trying to see if I can bring down as many of them as I can. So you see, now that I had all 10 up, I just got wiped out. And we got the score here. So 1,000,005. Okay, so it's not bad. It's actually right now the best one that I've had so far. So I can keep working on this and try to see if I can improve on this. And as you can see in the amount of damage that I did, Kai is doing very well in this, along with Cratch and along with Maul, at least for me. Okay, and Pelagius, as you can see early on, he was doing very well. As the magic resistance did build up, so maybe we can provide him some help. Then maybe he could do a little bit better. But I think that he did outperform the expectations that I had for him, given that he was only going to be doing magic damage. So for this video, folks, that's just kind of an overview of what you can look forward to when this boss is released into the global server and how you're going to tackle them and what are the things that you are really looking forward. So the one thing that you are going to need is going to be AoE marksman damage dealers. Okay, those are the ones that are going to excel. And if you have if you can give a slot away for Aracha or Lunaria, I would take it because you get the booster range, especially for the piercers that you can bring into the account. And I thought maybe we would have somewhere where Cratch could really perform well. He does well, it's just he doesn't have that range to get to the tridents, and that is the unfortunate part for him. So folks, I will leave this video here. That's a preview of the Furious Torrent and how you're gonna have to tackle him when you do get into this content. And in the follow-up video, we'll talk about the marksmen that are excelling in this content along with other heroes as well. Thank you very much for tuning in and watching. I will see you all next time in the next Watcher of Realms video, and remember to hit like and subscribe on your way out.
Defeat won't define me.